Hi, everybody, and welcome to Altered States with Rachel. I'm Rachel. So it appears that I'm at strange location. I'm at my store. Surprise! I changed up my backdrop. This is just temporary. I just got a couple of things to see what it looks like, how it looks like, and just kind of using it for a point of reference. And I got my fan here, just in case. So it's just all temporary, right? So how is everybody? Everything's just temporary. So how is everybody? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? How's your mama and them? Today is what? Today is 1/23/23. Isn't that cool? I like numbers. So the fact that it's 1/23/23 is really kind of cool. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Victor. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Pearl. Hi, Brigitte. Hi, the Ascension Network. Hello, hello, hello. So I do have some of my old cards up here. Hi, Beth. So I have some of my old cards up here. And I've got them just sitting beside me because who knows. I've got the Lover's card because we got Valentine's Day coming up. These are really kind of cool. And I don't know. We'll just leave them over there. I got some chakra cards too. And I got my good old Rider Waite. All right. So who wants to be my first victim? Kelsey? Kelsey? You feeling good? Well, thank you, Sandy. Thank you for your time. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. Usually, every time I do a show, I get like this little high. So I'm excited that I'm at my store because I'm going to get some stuff done. Then I'm going to go home and crash out. Alrighty. Okay, I do want to talk about this because I like to talk. Then I get started. So I went to a concert on Saturday night, and it's supposed to be like in a little acoustic type deal. And of course, I sat in the section with all the drunks. Don't know how or why, just happened that way. And they're ruining everything. And so then okay, first of all, I believe that music is a vehicle. It's a way to get everything going. Then I thought, hey, let me play with this and let me experiment with this. Because whenever energy is really, really high in my body, whenever things are around me, I can feel it in different parts of my body. So where we were, it was a Capitol Theater in Macon, extremely cool, very historical, really cool place, and it was haunted. So I was feeling that. But I could honestly feel as the more people got there, because we were in the balcony, it really felt like the spirits that were there, they were kind of like, like how a curtain goes up, they were rising up. And I know a lot of people think that spirits are kind of like ground level or like eye level or like a foot off the ground. But I mean, of course, I notice a lot of them being up high, even they're like around the corners, the ceilings. And that's the way it was there. The more people came in, it was like the area in the theater where it was all open, that was more open space and there wasn't people there. And that seems like that's where a lot of this, ghosts or spirits were. So I could feel that increase. Then, as all the people beside me and around me was trying to talk louder than the performers because the people beside them couldn't hear, I was really getting agitated. And I noticed that my energy was increasing, but it would be on one side of my body compared to like not the other side of the body. That was really cool. So after turning around and giving them like the death stare, instead of, doing all these things that did not work and just finally saying, hey, we all stop and none of that working, I was like, okay, let me work on something else. So my husband's knee was hurting. So I thought, okay, let me try to pull in this energy, transmute it into healing energy, and send it into Todd's knee. So I did that. So that was really kind of cool and really cool experience. So I was excited about that because I'm glad I'm in the mindset now of not taking advantage of the energy, but using what I got. Really cool. All right, Kelsey. Kelsey, let's just see. Let's use the chakra cards on you. All right, Kelsey. So, moral of that story is, y'all should practice if you don't already practice, because that was really kind of cool. All right, let's pull. Let's see, what do we want to ask? Kelsey, do you have a question, or what does Kelsey need to work on this week? Okay. What chakras does Kelsey need to work on this week? I'm going to pull 3 cards, Kelsey, and then I'm going to pull some, I'm going to pull 2 Rider-Waite cards for each one of the chakras to see what that is for, okay? It was. Yeah, Brigitte, I'll use the natural elements like the wind, any kind of storm. I'll use the wind like that whenever storms come in, rain. I'll use that energy, whether it be for intentional healing for somebody or just like healing of whatever's going on. But that was really kind of cool to do that. And since I was on the balcony, I feel like I had the energy below me and the energy above me. So I was pulling it. I was being a hollow bone. And I was pulling the energy from both directions and sending it out to my hands because I had my hands on my husband's knee. And what was funny is, of course, I'm being a mom and telling everybody, quit or whatever. And just because, they were being obnoxious. And so by the end of the night, I'm sure everybody's thinking, oh my God, look at that, cracked out girl. She's doing all kinds of mouth twitches. And she's gripping her husband's knee, like she's just way crazy. And then I noticed in the corner was there was some things going on over there as far as like shadows. And so I was trying to record the song, but I wasn't holding it on the 2 guys performing. I was holding it up in that particular area. And then TJ said, Mama, all those guys behind you were looking at your phone trying to figure out what you recorded. Oh, and this is the other thing I did too. So after all my evil stares, that didn't work. I tried communicating with their spirit guides, and I was like, hey, this is really kind of irritating. We paid money. This was like a Christmas present. Will you just like shut your human's mouth? I said it nicer because I feel like anytime I do anything, there's going to be like repercussions. But I was just like, get them to not talk so much. And I swear, as soon as I did that, probably like 10 seconds later, they left. They went and got more beer, but they left. So that was really kind of cool. I thought that was cool. Okay, back to Kelsey. So I'm going to pull 2 more cards for Kelsey, see what chakras they are. Ooh, okay, Kelsey. So the first one is your throat chakra, and then you got your heart chakra, and you got your solar plexus chakra. And so now I'm going to pull 2 cards for each one to see kind of like what else is specific for that. Okay, so Kelsey, pull 3 cards for your chakras. The first one is honesty. It's your throat chakra. It's all about truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. So that's your throat chakra. So what I pulled with it is the Temperance card and the 8 of Wands. So the Temperance, she's major arcana. So she's all about having patience, doing little by little. However, look, Temperance is slow, little by little, but then you have the 8 of Wands, which is fast moving energy. So it's just that balance. It feels like that balance in your throat chakra of not saying anything and then having diarrhea of the mouth where you just unload. So finding that balance between unloading and not doing anything. Okay. Then it is followed by the heart chakra. Okay. So your heart chakra. Then you've got the star, which is, everything illuminated. It's, it's like the sun is shining on you. I kind of think of like, even though a lot of people think of like the sun and your crown chakra, I really see like the sun as, this is a star. I always do that. The star. I think of the stars. Sorry, boys and girls. I'm so sorry. The star. The star is still illuminator. But whenever I see this card, I think of the chakras. I think of, the chakras. But the heart chakra to me is one of the most important one. I think it's more electrical. I think it's more power. I think you should do everything out of love. Okay. And then it is followed by the 5 of Cups. So here, the 5 of Cups is about all that's lost. So it almost feels like you got this duality going on, Kelsey. So the heart chakra, new beginnings, new start, all this illumination, and then feeling that all is lost. Then it is followed by the solar plexus, and that is your third one. So this is where your creativity lies. It's also where your competition lies, especially if you like to go in escape rooms. Say my name, say my name, say my name. So solar plexus. Then you've got the 3 of Swords, and you've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the 3 of Swords, this is exactly what it is. It's heartache. It kind of feels like this is also representing being stuck. You can see how the heart is pierced. So I was kind of looking like, okay, this is the 3 of Swords at the solar plexus, which is right underneath the heart. And the other cool thing is it came out in this order. But it feels like you've been stuck. It feels like it feels like it's been stabbed, but it feels like it's been stuck. So again, it feels like you are stuck, almost like in your passion. And I can see your passion being where the solar plexus is, okay? But it's followed by the Knight of Wands. And so the Knight of Wands, this is just inspired action. So again, Kelsey, I think I told you the last reading that you need to find something that inspires you, and you need to do that. And I think this is just reassurance. So, and I need to slow down because I'm going 90 miles an hour. Well, Kelsey, I can't do one with you. I'm too competitive. I'll wind up stabbing somebody. I've always heard that you find out really how people are whenever somebody dies, or like when it comes to money. No, you find out you want to know real discernment, you go into an escape room with somebody and you'll find out exactly what kind of person they are. Who knew I was that competitive? And the door's not even locked. And it's not even a real game. I don't know. Maybe I'm just channeling the energy. It's not really me. Okay, who's next? Oh, wow. So, Brigitte, you've been really irritated for a few days. You usually put it into cleaning. You used to keep whites. And on the bad days, hand wash them. But you used to, oh my gosh. You'd have the whitest white in the, I understand. That's whenever I go do physical yard work. It's something about being physical and moving that energy through you. Yeah, that's exactly what I have to do. I have to physically move the energy or it gets stuck. All right. Let's see, Brigitte. So Brigitte, I'm going to do the same thing with you with the chakra cards. What are 3 chakras that Brigitte needs to work on? What are the 3 chakras that Brigitte needs to work on? Oh, what are the 3 chakras that Brigitte needs to work on? Here comes a train. If we was all here, we could have a train shot. Another thing I like to do is take anything that no longer serves me and put it on the caboose of that train and let it take it and transmute it and scatter it to Atlanta from here. What are 2 more chakras that Brigitte needs to work on this week? Alright, and what are the corresponding cards for the chakras? Okay, Brigitte. So the first one is the sacral chakra. Okay. And so the sacral, this is your second one. This is in between your solar plexus and your root. And so it's orange. It's all about that creativity. Okay. So this is what you need to work on is orange, creativity. So here we have the King of Pentacles energy. And so that whenever I think of chakras, the King of Pentacles, it's one that pops up, and it's like that higher self, that higher awareness. And then you've got the 9 of Cups, and this is getting what you truly wish. So what it feels like is this is all about manifesting for the good. Make sure you're manifesting positive. Then it is followed by, again, this is your throat chakra. I've got 2 blue cards. So the first one is music, silence, rhythm, and violin, and it's all about sound. And we've got the 4 of Wands, and so the 4 of Wands, this is the 4 of Wands, this is union, but this is also, it almost really kind of feels like 2 separate parties. It feels like 2 camps, 2 sets of ideas. And then you've got the Chariot. And so the Chariot, that is your way to get out of this situation. I'm calling this a situation, but that's what it feels like. It feels like there's 2 groups, 2 sets of parties. Normally this is like, it's a positive card, but I feel like there's separation here. Like it's 2 sides, and the Chariot is about, your way out of it. And so how you're going to do that is through sound. Again, it's throat chakra work. It's music, silence, rhythm, and vibration. And so again, the third one, Brigitte, because I asked for 3 chakra cards. So you've got 1 sacral and 2 throat chakras. Okay. And this is all about creativity. So this is imagination, expression, originality, and passion. Then it is followed by the Knight of Wands and the 5 of Wands. Okay. So the Knight of Wands, again, that inspired action, but the 5, this is all about change. It feels like chaos, arguing, fighting. Brigitte, I just feel like you have to hold your ground, and I don't know what that means, but I feel like you have all this chaos around you, and you have to hold your ground. Whenever I said hold your ground the second time, hold your tongue kind of came in the back of my mind, but I don't think it's like hold your tongue, don't say anything. It feels like, like whenever like I took singing lessons a long time ago, and I know you had to hold your mouth in a certain way, and you had to put your tongue in a certain place. I swear it was a singing class. At least he said it was a singing class. I don't know. I spoke into the microphone. I don't know. Okay, boys and girls, we got to get back on topic. But hold your tongue. So whenever I heard that, it was like, hold your tongue in like the proper position. So I don't know what you got going on, but again, it feels like you're this warrior. All this chaos is going around you, and I think people are able to hear what you're saying. And I don't think the words they're important, but it feels like maybe the sound and the vibration, because I know, like, we talked talked a lot about the vibration, the resonance, the tone, that there is some kind of tone in your voice. So whenever you are talking, you've already set your intentions, and whenever you're in this chaos, it's like that tone is going out. Like how the mermaids do it, or like the sirens, how they've got this sound. That's what it's almost like. So it's like everybody around you who's in chaos don't realize what you're doing. So maybe that is one aspect that can help you, Brigitte. Use your secret weapon through creativity, with imagination, expression, originality, and passion, but through sound, music, silence, rhythm, and vibration. All right, Chastity. Hello, 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 Chastity. All right, Chastity. Let's pull 3 chakra cards for Chastity. I love chakras. I love me some chakras. Ooh, Chastity. Chastity, chastity, chastity. Okay, Chastity, ask for 3 chakra cards. The first one is possessions. And so, this is red. And so this is root chakra. And this is belongings, finance, assets, and treasures. So, the root chakra, it's those primal needs. It's the basic needs. And so here, the possessions, these, I'm French now, sorry. These, but so, Chastity, whenever I look at this card, I kind of see something dark, nothing negative, but I don't see a lot of light, or it doesn't feel like a lot of light. So it feels like possessions that have a hold on you. So if you have this beautiful, Broncos, because the Broncos come back out. So you have this beautiful Bronco and you're so excited, but the car payment's like $2,000. I'm just making that up. So then it becomes to the point where that car payment, it like owns you or overwhelms you. And yes, you might have all the latest electronics, but you got the credit card debt to go with it. So it feels like the belongings, finances, assets, or treasures, that this is the other side of it. It's, like bills, basically. Okay. So the 2 cards that go with it is the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is basically saying, hey, you've got the upper hand. Yeah, you're kind of battling, but you got the upper hand. And then it's followed by the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, this is, cups are emotions, feelings, and perceptions. And this is all about, I really think it might be like you might need to seek advice about your finances and what's going on with them. Then it is all about your throat chakra. And this is just pure throat chakra, okay? Then it is followed by the 10 of Cups, which is joy on the home front. And then it has the Queen of Cups. And, she is right under the King of Cups. So again, okay, so Chastity, I've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, and then underneath that, I have the 8 of Swords. And for some reason, this makes me feel like a father, a mother, and a daughter. So I don't know if this is related, like this finance situation is related to your parents, and that it has created this feeling of being tied down, being like in bondage, like like you can't escape that type feeling. So I don't know. That's just weird how they kind of all went together like that. So anyway, you've got the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups, which is joy in the home front with the throat chakra. Then your third set of cards, Chastity, again, it is the root chakra. And this is physical health. So this is vitality, strength, body image, and balance. This is your physical health. Again, I don't think it's bad. I think it's just like, hey, Chastity, you need to pay attention to this. And it is followed by the Page of Pentacles. And again, the Eight of Swords. And so the Page of Pentacles, this is, it's like, so the page, he's a younger energy, he's newer energy, it's smaller information. So Chastity, for some reason, like this guy is just kind of whispering in my ear, like root work, but not root work yeah, it could be root chakra work, but it's root work like root medicine work. Root. But I'm getting like shallow. So it's like, whenever you think of a tree and the roots. And then Chastity, I'm hoping you understand this because I think you are a little bit more nature minded. But it doesn't feel like tree roots. It doesn't feel like this thing goes deep. It feels like kind of like whatever this issue is, or whatever this physical health issue is, like it's surface roots. It feels like it hasn't spread yet completely, so it feels very, very shallow, and that it's still manageable. Like you can fix this. It just like you've got to fix it before it gets out of hand. And this is all about your vitality, your physical health, your strength, your body image, and your balance. So Chastity, I'm just going to say it because I'm working on stating the obvious of when it comes to me. For some reason, this so Chastity. So Chastity, I tended for some reason I was getting mushroom, and I was like, well, mushrooms have this organized system. So now I'm kind of like getting like with yeast. So if Chastity, you can read between the lines, like if you can head something off, then it's easy. But if not, then it becomes this whole candida, and then it's like overwhelming of your whole system, and it's like overwhelming, like not knowing how to escape. So I do feel like there's something small that is manageable that you could nip in the bud, but if not, it's going to be something yeast wise all over, like candida. And so there you go, Chastity. Take it with however it resonates with you, okay? Alrighty. Who else we got? Hi, Jackie. Hi, Izzy. All right, Beth. Let's do some cards for you. Beth Mobley. So I'm just going to follow with the same thing. It seems to be working, Beth. I'm going to pull 3 chakra cards for you to work on this week. Now let's see. Yeah. I was wondering, Chastity, if you meant PCOS. I know. I'm right. I know, Chastity. You can gain weight so easy and lose weight so easy. But I mean, like, yeah. I'm not saying it's easy to lose weight, but it's like everybody's like, oh my God, how'd you lose 10 pounds? It's like, yeah, I lost 10 pounds super easy, but I also gained 30 pounds super easy. Insulin resistance. I'm sure you know. Okay, Beth. Beth Mobley. Let's pull some cards from Beth Mobley. All right, Beth. Look, what you need to work on this week, your chakras. Okay, Beth. So the first one is the root chakra, and this says family. And the key words are belonging, community, culture, and tribe. So, Beth, what I'm kind of getting with this, the root chakra. So the root chakra, again, is those primal instincts. It's our basic needs that need to be met in order for us to go to the next level. Food, water, shelter. And so here, this expands it a little bit. It's not like, it's like, okay, so whenever I think like the first step, that is you, then the second one is the exterior. It's the next step out. It should be like your family. And again, it's belonging, community, culture, and tribe. And so the two cards that I pulled for you are the Two of Wands and the Nine of Wands. And so the Two of Wands, he is all about, he's contemplating choices, but he is also, he's waiting, he's watching. There's success there. So that's, there's success there, but he's just kind of waiting for his ship to come in. And then it is followed by the Nine of Wands. And so this is the guy that I like to call the sage, the wounded warrior. This is like tons of bad decisions, and it's like, oh my gosh. So what this really feels like, Beth, is that you have made, I won't say all these bad decisions, but they're just kind of experiences, and you've changed your perspective, you've kind of changed your ideas, you've changed something, and now you have shifted your perspective about it, and that's going to bring this new like sense of I want to say like a sense of calmness in your household. Okay, and then the next chakra is the sacral chakra. That's the next one up. So that's the number 2 chakra. So this is all about pleasure. And so this is about enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, and indulgence. So once you've got those first basic set of needs met, then you can move to this. You've got the pleasure. It's like, okay, now I can relax. I've got all these things. Okay. But here you got the moon was the major arcana. And so the moon is all about illusions. It's beauty. It is kind of things that I want to say like it's romantic. It's like underneath the moonlight. That's what this is feeling like. And here you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So it feels like, Beth, now that you've got this new energy in your home, and it's something you did change the energy of your house that was for the better. And now you've got this new romantic energy coming in, or rekindled from like a partner or a spouse, or even with yourself. It feels romantic. It feels very sexy. It feels very, dancing in the moonlight and feeling good about yourself. That's what that feels like. Then it is followed by the love, which is heart chakra. Okay, so this is kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. Then you've got the Page of Swords and you've got the Hangman. So let's like, well, what does this mean? So here you've got the love, the heart chakra, and then you have the Page of Swords. So swords is air energy, and swords is your thoughts, feelings, and okay, so that isn't what the sword thing is. I'm so sorry, Beth. So, okay, Beth. So this is feeling like cup energy, which is your emotions, but this is also your sword energy. And so this is usually the energy of like spying and looking for. But honestly, what this feels like is you going back and reevaluating, like, what can I do? Hey, I'm aware of my feelings. I don't know why I was feeling that. So because this is the card of like, searching and looking for, that it feels like along the way you're doing the repairing. You're like, hey, what can I do to fix this? Like, you're aware that, however you're feeling or this emotion or what you're experiencing isn't a good emotion. And it's like you have been doing that mental work to correct it. And it's leading to this place of the heart chakra, which is the love, the sharing, the receiving. And then you've got this guy, the Hangman, and it's like a change of perspective. So honestly, Beth, what this feels like, it feels like, I don't know what happened last weekend with you, but you did something. Perhaps it was a download, perhaps it was a shift, perhaps you let something go, but it's just like something shifted in you. Maybe it was your attitude, maybe it was your perception. I'm not saying you're at fault because your attitude changed, but it just feels like something clicked. And now within your home, all these energies have shifted and it's cleared out, and all these good things are coming to you, whether it's romance, whether it's that intimacy, either with yourself, which you like, intimacy isn't a sexual relationship. It's that, I don't know what it is. It's whatever it means to you. It just feels like it's just, so intimacy kind of makes me feel like that deep pleasure, that deep loyalty. It's just that deep knowing, that deep trusting. And then it turns into this goofy expression of like unconditional love. So there you go, Beth. And Beth, welcome, because I don't think I've noticed your name before. So welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. And if you have been here before, I'm sorry that I don't recognize your name. Hi, Megan. Alrighty, let's pull some cards for Megan. Alright, what three chakras does Megan need to know about? Okay, what clarifying cards? Okay, Megan. So the first chakra card is your crown chakra, and this is divine consciousness. So it's interconnection, expansion, oneness, and the light. That's really cool. Something about that looks like a fairy. So you've got the King of Pentacles and you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So whenever I think of the King of Pentacles, he's the energy of like the leader. He is the elder of the community. He's the pillar of the community. He is that mentor, but it's like that solid foundation that's always there. And then the Ten of Pentacles, this is all about expansion. It's renovation, about family support. Okay. So, Megan, your next card it's your third eye, okay? And so this is all about dreams. It's messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. And it is followed by the World and the Seven of Pentacles. And so the Seven of Pentacles is all about things coming to fruition, having your patience, and you laying the groundwork and the things are growing. It's all coming to fruition. And the World is all, it's like at the end, it's a completing of the cycle, it's closure. So I was trying to figure out whenever I was doing the crown chakra, that divine consciousness, and this elder energy come in, this really feels like ancestor. I don't know if you had someone that passed away, because that's a typical, psychic reading. Oh, have you had anyone that passed away? No, it really feels like you are saying, hey, how come you're not talking to me? It's like you are seeking signs, you're seeking guidance from a particular person that has crossed over. Either you're looking for messages, you're looking for something like that. And I do think that they are going to come, because here you got dreams, which is messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. But it feels like, since I don't know if perhaps you have been waiting for signs from this particular person, or you have asked for like this new spirit guide that says, hey, I'm ready to advance. I'm ready to go to the next level. I'm ready to start learning about that. It almost feels like that. It just feels like you asked or you questioned. It's kind of like, when they say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That's what this feels like. It feels like either somebody has crossed over and you're like, hey, I thought you said you was going to help me. Or you're like, okay, I'm ready to learn about this, and it appears. But I think that this is work or guidance from the other side, okay? Then the last chakra is the root chakra, and it's all about action, and it's movements, perseverance, discipline, and motivation. And if that does not scream spirituality, I don't know what does, okay? Then it is followed by the Fool. And so it's really kind of cool that the Fool, which is all about a new beginning, is underneath the World card. So it feels like you are fixing to go out on this new spiritual journey. The other thing is this Three of Swords. I don't know what this means. Of course, it means heartache. I don't know. I'm going to ask for clarity on it, because it's kind of, I don't know what this heartache means. And I don't want to end it with the Three of Swords. Can I have 2 cards for clarity for the Three of Swords, please? But it feels like you asked for this new guide or this new guidance, and it's coming, and it's going to put you on this new journey of spirituality. I don't know what this Three of Hearts, Three of Swords, this heartache. I have an idea. I don't think it's like a real physical heartache. It feels more of like a spiritual heartache. Anyway, can I have 2 cards for clarity, please? So I was thinking, hey, what is this? What is this? What is this? And I think it's heartache. I think that it's almost like maybe you had abilities before and people told you were crazy. And it's like, oh my gosh, they lied to me. I really did have these abilities. Or it feels like something from your past wasn't, is not how it was presented to be. So that's where this heartache is. I'm wondering if it's connected to religion, because anytime I see the three, I think of divinity. And I wanted to say that this heartache was maybe connected to religion, because it's like, I know for me, I was raised Southern Baptist, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, because I don't believe on all that stuff. I see how it's all connected, and I know why I was taught that stuff, and I'm completely fine with that, because I'm claircognizant, which means I just have this knowing. But I'm so thankful that I had my religious upbringing, because I was taught discernment, or I was told about discernment. So instead of like just being clairaudient and seeing a ghost and thinking, oh, that's a ghost, it must be good because it's wearing white, I would just assume that because that's what I see. But now whenever I see something in my mind's eye, I'm like, who are you? What are you? And you have to tell me the truth. And then I listen, I feel, I like do this whole discernment thing. That way I kind of know what that is. So I'm appreciative of my religious upbringing, but I kind of see that some trauma that it caused my mama. I see some other trauma. And then when I think about people died because of this, that really makes me sad. So that's what it feels like for you, Megan, that you're going to have this, you're going on this new spirituality. You're finding out about this new gift, this new thing that's coming, into your life. And so that's what this heartache is. And I pulled the 2 card, and it's the 6 of Cups, which is something from your past, and the Death, which is all about changes. So that's all that is. It's just like, oh my gosh, all these things I was told whenever I was younger, they're not true, So it's not like a bad heartache. It's just coming to realization and acceptance that the people that told you this, they didn't do it out of meanness. They done it out of a love for you. It was a fear-based love, but they didn't want their child to go to hell. Something kind of along the lines of that. It wasn't like they was intentionally being mean. They was just afraid to question it. It was just a different time period. And I hope that resonates, and I'm not putting my stuff in it, because it just kind of feels similar. I feel like I'm going 90 miles an hour, and I'm sorry if I am. It just happens. So congratulations, Megan, on your new journey. Hope it's everything that you think it's going to be and more. Okay, let's shuffle the cards. Oh, did I go out maybe? Or is that it? Is that everybody? I know my internet's been acting wonky. So is there anybody else that wants a reading? I think you're raising twin infants and deciding how to raise them. Also been having my grandmother visit in my dreams. Yeah, there's definitely somebody on the other side that is fixing to, they're going to step in and help you somehow. And that's really kind of sweet. That's really cool that you got twins. Bless your heart. Good for you. So Megan, that's really cool that you're that you have twins, because it seems like the kids that are coming in now are way open, and they're just way open. I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised. I don't know. And it's kind of weird because I have my store and it'll be like phases of who comes in, and it'll be like the most random people. And then they usually have a young girl that is, like between this, like 8 and 12 or something. And they'll want to buy pendulums. And of course, like they'll just be like like a crystal or something. And they'll put it on the counter and then, they'll kind of walk off. And then because sometimes the parents won't know, like they just come in and it's like a crystal store. So I kind of said to the parent, I was like, hey, I just want to let you know this is a pendulum. This is what, this is a pendulum, just kind of letting them know, because I don't want anybody to think that, I don't know, you just, with kids, you want them to explore, but then there's also, this age and I don't know what you call it. And I was actually thinking that since I do have a metaphysical store and I sell these things, I should offer some sort of like free 101 type class, that because I feel like, hey, if I'm selling this, then I need to offer something like, hey, this is a free basics, And what got me thinking about that is all the misleading information out on TikTok now, because TikTok, you can find out so much about witches, about practices, about energy work. And how all this came up was my son and I talking about a Ouija board. Yes, Jennifer, I will. About a Ouija board. And he couldn't believe that it was a real board game. And so we were having the discussion, and I thought, wow, so some of these things like a pendulum could be, people think, hey, it's just a pretty crystal. And, like, I just want people to know there's some sort of awareness that comes with this. Alrighty, so let's do a general reading for Jennifer. All right, let's pull 3 chakra cards for Jennifer. Yeah, I just feel like that it's so mainstream now. And I know most people are like intuitively, just some sort of just like basic one-on-one guidance. Like if I'm going to sell cards or sell this, it's no different than, like, I feel like there should be some sort of accountability and responsibility. So, So, all right, let's pull 3 cards for Jennifer. 3 cards for Jen. Oh, doesn't matter. If you feel led to do it, right? Jennifer, do you not know me? Do you know how many led tos I'm felt? Okay, this is about Jennifer. Write 2 down many. Amen. I got it together. It's all in notebook. Okay, let's pull 3 chakra cards for Jennifer. Okay, so Jennifer, I pulled 3 cards. The first one is sound, okay? And that's throat chakra. And it is music, silence, rhythm, and vibration. And the number on it is 33, which is a 6. The second card, which is root chakra, is physical health. And we were just talking about this with Chastity. And the number on it is 5. And it's vitality, strength, body image, and balance. Then the third card is the crown chakra. And the number with it is 7. So, what I'm already kind of getting is, Jennifer, you're way out of balance. It almost feels like you were just punched in the stomach and You have been very disoriented. That's what it feels like. Like things aren't in order. Okay, so with your throat chakra, I got the Three of Cups, which is that party, celebration. But again, it's almost like stages of life. And then it is followed by the Eight of Cups, and this is walking away. Okay, just hang on. Okay. The thing is, Jennifer, I know you, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not putting my ideas into it. Stages of life and walking away, moving on. That is with throat chakra. Then with your root chakra, you've got the Chariot, which is your pathways, your decisions, your way out, literal vehicle, your next move, what to do. And it is followed by the Two Swords. And the Two Swords is all about being indecisive, a stalemate, not knowing what to do. Then the crown chakra, okay? And it's just, this is just complete crown chakra. It's followed by the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling finances, and the Ten of Swords being pinned down. So I would say, you know, Jennifer, you are constantly going back and forth between here and there, here and there, here and there. And here and there, here and there, here and there, here and there. What does Jennifer need to do? Pull 3 cards on what Jennifer needs to do. Okay, so I asked what you need to do. The King of Swords, the Tower, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so the King of Swords, it's like legal counsel, it's leadership. I mean, it's like somebody in authority. Then you've got the Tower. And the Tower, we know it's everything coming down. It's chaotic. And then here, the Four of Cups, you know, everything, like I kind of see this as the law. I don't know why. It's like I just see this as authority. I see this as the law. I see this as chaos, everything around you. Of course, it is purification by fire, but honestly, so like whenever you get it, of course, you know, in the Tower, the Tower really doesn't represent like all things bad. And we try to say, oh no, it is, you know, it's purification by fire. Like it feels like hell. Okay. So you got authorities, leaders, you got hell coming and things coming to you. So Jennifer, you know, I would say you probably need to think about taking a trip. So there you go. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Your dog pooped in the living room. Yeah. Shit on the rug and move on, right? Yeah, and you better, well, I was going to say, you better hope he eats it, but that's not puke. Don't you just love them? Oh my gosh. Cooper was eating, I don't know, it was an egg that I had boiled and it was in the refrigerator forever. So I threw it out in the yard and I called him and called him and called him. And I looked out there and I thought, that dingbat done found that rotten egg. And I know he's going to eat it and come in the house and puke it up, because it'll come back to you like that. So I was like, you got to stay outside till you puke. Yeah. You got to love animals. All right. Head for the hills, right? All right. Anybody else? Batter. All right. Well, you know what, everybody? I guess that's it. And I will see y'all next Monday. We got Jennifer and Victor coming up for the next week, I think. Lord, I don't even know. I hope so.